So hello everyone, my name is Vinicius. I'm originally from Brazil, and I'm now graduating here at the European Institute as a Master of Arts in Modern European Studies. I did my undergrad in history back in Brazil at the University of Brasilia, and as I got engaged on topics related to Germany and European history, I started looking for programs that could allow me to do research on topics related to European history and relate to the topics I've been researching as an undergrad. So that's when I found the European Institute here at Columbia University. I did my application in 2014 and was admitted to the program soon afterwards. My research is about the bilateral relations between Germany and Brazil in the 1930s, specifically considering the role played by the United States in that relations. One of the things I've identified during my research was that most of the historiography available on that topic did not consider the role played by the United States. So in my conversations with my advisor, Professor Berghan, we decided that would be an interesting question to explore. What was the role of the United States in those relations between Brazil and Germany in the 1930s? That's a very interesting topic in the sense that we identify in the first half of the 1930s a growing partnership between Brazil and Germany. In 1936, Germany surpassed the United States as Brazil's main economic partner. So that was very interesting considering Brazil is part of Latin America. That's traditionally a sphere of influence of the United States. So I started looking at how the United States reacted to that and how the Brazilian authorities navigated this dual relationship with Germany and the United States, especially in the context immediately before World War II, where the United States adopted a more strict position regarding the continent and Germany's relations with Brazil, Germany's economic relations with Brazil were doing really well. So with that question in mind, I was fortunate to get a grant from the European Institute to go to Germany and do archival research. I worked mainly at the political archives of the Foreign Office, and the documentation of a specific organization that was responsible for mediating this relation between the Germany and Brazil. That was the Auslandsorganisation. That organizations were created by the Nazis specifically to prevent the integration of German immigrants that were living abroad in their host countries. So in the case of Brazil, we had a huge German immigration in the south of the country, and this organization was very active in that region, trying to prevent those German citizens, those subjects of the Reich, from integrating in the country. From 1938 onwards, that became a major problem. Like Brazil and Germany tried to sign an agreement on nationality in 1936, but negotiations failed. And in 1938, when Brazil also became a dictatorship, and considering ideological similarities, everybody would say it would go even more to the side of Germany. Brazil shifted and started allying with the United States. So that was very interesting to identify. That was something that the Brazilian historiography has known for a while, but recently historians that have been researching German-Brazilian relations, they have simply ignored the American component, and especially after 1938, that's decisive in the sense that Franklin Delano Roosevelt applied some strict directives toward Latin America and how they should act externally as a bloc in terms of defending the continent from the European conflict. So it was a great experience. I mean, it was like 1 year and a half, surrounded by great scholars, by great um, colleagues, fellow master students. Like um, discussions were really fruitful and fulfilling academically. So I'm really happy I made the decision of coming here, and I think it will definitely have a positive impact in my career outcomes.